Hey guys, I'm back with part 2 of my new Filofax showing show and tell here. Part 1 I talked about my calendar, my new calendar organization, how I'm back to a written calendar, and I'm still using my digital calendar program iCal. But I'm having both as a way to just really keep on top of things. So if you missed that video and you want to check it out, I will post a link below. But today I wanted to show you the second part, which is my project management part. So if you watched my videos from like a year ago, I talked about maybe a year and a half ago, my project management notebook, which is this Vera Bradley notebook, and the system that I created, sort of to categorize things to help me keep on top of my projects. So I have year goals, month goals, project breakdown, weekly goals, and then tabs for all 3 of my YouTube channels. And I really like that setup, and I like the way that I organized each section. I like the way that I wrote things out. So I kept that, but I translated it into my Filofax so that I would have it all in one place. It's more manageable to take with me. It's with my calendar, which is really convenient for planning purposes. And to be honest, I really just wasn't using this as much as I wanted to because of its size. Now, this is heavy-ish, but this is much larger, and to bring this with me to Utah is much more manageable than the other system I had, which was basically like a whole big pouch of stuff, whereas this is just this. I do have a pouch that kind of goes with it, but I really don't need to travel with all those things, so these are really the only components, and this tucks right into here. These have all my little pens in it. So I kind of gave a tour of the Filofax in my first video. I did slide my post-it note thing in here for now, but I don't know if it's going to stay there because it's kind of thick. And I'm kind of thinking I could use these pockets to keep sticky notes and sticky tabs in and stuff, but I haven't quite gotten to that yet. But I wanted to show you guys what I did. So the first, like, 2/3 of the planner is all calendar related, and then the back here you can see it's very similar to my old project notebook with the tab system. So we start with the year goals, month goals, and then project breakdown, and then I have a tab for Organize Like Jen, My Housewife Life, and Winnie the Zoo. And I'm missing the weekly tab because I have this new system where I'm writing out my weekly goals on the back on this pad of paper I have. That's actually from Post-it notes. It was a little longer. I cut off about 1.5 inches of it. These are actually sticky notes, but I just like the way that it broke down the week for me, and you just write in the day, and then basically every Sunday I sit down and I kind of plan out the next week. This is just like a general planning tool. So instead of having it in tab form, I have it here because I look at that a lot when I'm working on my daily to-dos, which are a part of the calendar part. So it's just easy to flip back to that really quickly. And those I just tear off and toss. I actually toss something, I know, surprise, surprise. I toss those when the week ends. But I just thought I'd take you through again. It is, like I said, the exact same system basically that I devised for that big notebook. I just wrote it in here. So first of all, I have my year goals tab, and I put one of the extra year at a glance calendars that I had. These came with all the different calendar inserts you could buy, and since I bought so many different kinds, I had a couple extra. And what I'm doing is I'm just marking off in blue boxes my dates of travel. So I'm only putting the travel that I'm absolutely certain of so far. So that just helps me kind of look at it and then look at, what I want to accomplish for the year and what kind of timing I have, because I do try to guesstimate what month I'm going to be doing the project in this tab, in my year goals tab. So I think I'll just go through and tell you what I've got for this year. But first I'll show you how I set it up organizationally, put it on paper. And like I said, it's the same way that I did before. It's got 2012 year goals in the top, and then I just marked off the pages were plain pages, and I just marked them off with a ruler to make a sort of a more devised page with the purple line. I put that in. Then I put a check mark in light green, and that'll be when I check things off, and then project header for that category. And then I wrote all of my year project goals, basically, for this year that I've thought of so far in gray, and then I put the date that or the month that I think I want to work on them in, and this is very, maybe, because things tend to get pushed back, as I always think I have way more time than I do, and life just kind of throws you things. So this is just kind of to help me kind of think things through and think my year through a little bit in advance. So I'm just going to go through and read you what I've got so far. And I did kind of do them in order because I've been thinking about what I want to do for the first half of this year. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Launch Organized Gen blog is, number one. Organized Gen branding. I want to find a graphic designer who can make me a logo for Organized Gen for my blog and for my YouTube channel, possibly all my channels, maybe even one for Winnie the Zoo. I would love like a customized banner for Winnie the Zoo, her website, and then also to use some sort of like custom backgrounds for my channel pages and stuff like that. So I need to really buckle down and find a graphic designer for that. Finalize and complete craft room, obviously. Update vanity setup. Redo utility room storage system. And all of these things, basically, with the exception of a few, if any, will be filmed for this channel, just so you know. Finish basement understairs closet. Now, I'm only reading you the header. There are subcategories beneath those, but that would just take too long to go through those things, and you're going to see them eventually. So, oops. I don't feel the need to go through all of that. But this just gives you a sense of what I'm got on my plate for the year so far. Redo DVD and CD organization. Finish Don's office. Guest rooms. Basically, my guest rooms are decorated, but the closets need attention because I've just kind of shoved things in the closets that don't live there and need their own places. Annual kitchen touch-up, annual garage touch-up, annual master bath touch-up, annual master closet touch-up, Utah planning, and that's for our current, land search and architectural planning. It doesn't look like we're going to be moving anytime soon, but it doesn't mean that we can't, still look around, and I hope to put together sort of a dream book for my dream house. If ever the opportunity arises that I get to build my own house, which we would do in Utah at some point in the near or distant future. And then Christmas 2012 planning. And that's something I wrote, and I'm just going to tell you, I put months by each of these things, and we'll see if that plays out. But I put August for that, and that is set in stone because I like to give myself that much time to really focus in on my Christmas planning, so when the fall rolls around and I'm swamped with Thanksgiving and all the other stuff that comes, I don't have to think about Christmas. So in August is generally when I buy tickets for shows and kind of decide when we're having parties and finalize our plans for travel and figure out what family's coming when and all that. So and start working on my lists of gifts I want to buy for people, decorations I need to replace or add or whatever. So that's basically what I've got for the year goals so far. And, of course, I left room. You can see this is a plain page without the markings on it that I put in myself, I left a few pages to expand on that and to start thinking about 2013 when later in the year pops up. And this is, a 3-ring, 6-ring binder, so I can pop in new pages at any time. Then we have the month goals tab. And that's where I break down by month. Now, I'm only breaking down 1 month at a time right now because it's just, I started March too. Okay, so maybe a month and a half at a time because it's just too hard for me to look too far in advance when I'm getting this specific. That's what the year goals tab is for, is to really plan ahead more vaguely, but the monthly goals are really when I want to outline in more detail exactly what I want to accomplish for any given project. So I went ahead and completed my February month goals and then started on my March one. And it's possible, I'll add things or subtract things depending on how the timing of things goes. So I'll just share with you what I have down for February. And again, I marked off the pages in the same way as I did for the year goals, adding a dividing section with the green parts at the top, the light green check mark, and the dark green project description category, and here we go. So I have finalized and complete craft room, and that was basically what's in gray was what I had written on my year month goals under that category. But then I expanded on that in orange with a little more detail just to get me thinking about things. So I'll share with you what I said for the craft room. I said finalize and complete craft room. Under room arrangement, I have lighting and lamps, and then in parentheses filming, question mark, and blow dryer. I have this like huge hair dryer for Winnie, and I just don't know where to store it. Then another category is wall accessories, and I wrote more shelving, question mark, hang artwork, in parentheses, if any. And then another bullet point, organization systems, closet and shelves, finalize all storage bins and label, finalize closet and project table, and move children's books to master bedroom. I have a huge collection of children's books that I'm going to move into my bedroom bookshelves to make more room for more decorative items in here. And then lastly, bathroom organization, my wall storage, kind of finalize that, nail polish organization, and my cabinets and drawers, make sure everything's done. I basically finished most of these things. The only thing I haven't really worked on is my project table, but things just need to be finalized and labeled, and then I'm going to film and upload that. That'll be my next big project on this channel. And then also I hope to complete my updating my vanity setup this month as well. So I broke that down just as well as similarly to that. And I'm probably going to add this. I want to, for Organize Like Jen, film a series for a new packing series for Organize Like Jen, because we're going to Walt Disney World at the end of the month, and I'm also running in a half marathon there, so I'm going to do a couple, kind of specific Disney World related packing videos, a new carry-on video, because I have a new carry-on bag, which you'll see in my birthday shopping haul on my Housewife Life, which will be going up early next week. Packing, what to pack for the day at the amusement parks, how to pack for a race that you're running in that's not where you live, things like that. So I'm going to add that in here too. And then I just started thinking about March because I really wanted to get to my Organized Jen blog as soon as possible this year. January flew by. February, I really want to work on these projects. I need to get some physical things done in my house to feel balanced. And my craft room has been begging for attention. So I really wanted to finish that, and I really wanted to do my vanity as well. So I decided to wait till March to really focus on my blog and hopefully get it launched by the end of March. I'm sorry, you guys. I know it's taking a long time, but I want it to be nice, and I want to find somebody who can really help me with the graphic design elements. So I'm giving myself, a month to find that person, and then it's going to take them some time to work on those things. So that's all I have so far. And then when the end of the month rolls around, I'll probably start fleshing out March a little more, depending on how searching for the graphic designer goes and the logo stuff, to fill in more physical projects, and then I'll do April, etc. So I'm thinking like a month and a half in advance, basically, so I don't get too far ahead of myself. Then we have project breakdown on the side here. Again, I broke things down. I just divided the paper the same way. It just makes it easier for me to look at instead of a plain piece of paper, because I do like to check things off. And I wrote the name of the project at the top, craft room, and then I put in a little tab here, if you guys can see, and it says CR, which stands for craft room, so that I can see this when the book is closed, or when I just have like one section open, I can see that sticking out the top just a little bit, and I know that's my craft room, and I can flip right to it. So this is where I flesh out my outline even more. So it started in the year goals as a very short outline with a main topic and then 3 or 4 bullet points. And then in the monthly goals, I expanded under the main topic, under each bullet point, to have a few notes, like 2 or 3 or 4 notes under each bullet point, under each main topic or project. Now here is where I really go into more detail, and I'm really brainstorming, and this is what I do right before I'm working on a project and during the process of working on it. So I don't do this way in advance. I really only do this 1 or maybe even 2 projects at a time, but mostly it's 1. And as you can see, I've only done 1. So, well, you can't see because I can't turn the page. I've only done one because I'm only thinking about this right now. And as the craft room wraps up, then I'll make one for the vanity, which is my next project. So this is really where I flesh things out a bit. So again, you know, craft room is sort of the main topic, and now that's written up there. And so each bullet point has become its own starter topic, and then the notes under that get notes for them. That makes sense in English, I don't know. So I'll go through this and kind of just give you an example. Well, I guess I could try to hold it up for you guys. So under the main topic, room arrangement, then there would be the subtopic of lighting and lamps. And under that I wrote in blue ink, decide on lamps for filming and move floor lamp to YGR, which stands for yellow guest room. We have 2 guest rooms. We have a yellow one and a green one. So YGR stands for yellow green room. Question mark. And then another note, decide where to store blow dryer. Right. And then wall accessories would be my next major subcategory of craft room. Bullet point, more shelving, question mark. And notes under that, pottery barn shelf to extend over closet. This is just like me kind of thinking out how I want to finalize my wall accessories. And then also small shelves by grooming station for treasure boxes. I have these boxes I collect, and I have a bunch of like really shallow shelves that I could hang, but I just don't know if it would make it look too cluttered, so I have to really finalize that. And then hang artwork. I have an owl print that I got at Target, my little owl clock that I got at the Christkindl market in Chicago for Christmas time. Or in prints, I could put that in my vanity as a possibility, or by my vanity. And I do need a large clock in here just so I can look up when I'm working and see the time. That owl clock's very little, so I was thinking of hanging it over by my computer. And then under that, we have organization system as a major subcategory. Finalize all storage bins and label, and I wrote notes for that. Shelf bins need more for the other side, question mark. So again, it's just me brainstorming. Cabinet bins, closet bins need more, question mark. Finalize closet. My rolling carts, I need to finalize what goes in those drawers. Clear the top of those carts or not. Keep that space open or put things on it. I have to decide. Move out glass canisters to add an additional shelf. That's a possibility in there. This will all make sense when you see that video. And wrapping paper storage. And then for my bookshelves, which are my built-in bookshelves, finalize the contents, move the children's books to the master bedroom, and finalize my tchotchkes, basically, and my photo frames and stuff. Bathroom organization, wall storage. Decide on what goes in the wall storage and if I'm going to display nail polish in that specifically. For my nail polish organization, I have to finalize the arrangement and toss old polish. And for the cabinet and drawers, organize Winnie supplies, my cleaning and practical extras, and finalize what I'm storing in the drawers in there. And then I actually forgot about my project table, but during the brainstorming process, I remembered about it. So that's another good part of brainstorming out on paper like this ahead of time, is that you can kind of think of things that maybe hadn't crossed your mind. It's like a huge part of my room, but seriously, I hadn't been thinking about it, and I haven't worked on it at all. So it's got a lot of storage in the sides of it. It's got cubby holes. So I have under that subcategory, clean up, put away, all contents on the top, and all contents in baskets. Now, I have a few baskets on my floor with kind of overflow things that I haven't figured out where to put yet, so I really need to sit down, go through those, sort, and put them away. Decide on the bins. So I have little bins in the cubby holes. So organize by category after I decide what's going in them and label them. And then my tool keeper is like a lazy, actually, it's right there. You can see the top of it. You'll see it in the craft room videos that eventually come. Decide what tools to keep on it. I want to have it on my craft table so it's easy for me to reach those things and organize them into there in an appropriate way. And then I wrote on the bottom, film for organized like Jen, smiley face. And then, to further help me with this process, I wrote out a little to-do list. Now, I bought these pages separately. Well, I bought all of these pages separately. I talked about that a bit in the part 1 video. So I've just stuck a couple of these in this section because I thought I'm going to try them and see if it works, just to have a kind of a to-do list to help me. Like this is basically a really detailed to-do list, my project breakdown, but this just kind of to help me with timing of things and how to break it into sections, to work on things in sections. So maybe it's a little redundant, but that kind of helps me keep on track. So I just wrote it in pencil because it could change. Bathroom, I made notes. Shelves, I made notes. Bookshelves, I made notes. Cabinets with notes. Project desk with notes. Baskets with notes. And closet with notes. So that helps me look at them, and I can take one chunk at a time. Be like, okay, Friday I'm going to work on the bathroom chunk, and then Saturday I'm going to work on the shelves and the bookshelves, and then etc. So that is what is in that category. And then we have my YouTube categories, which I started using in my original project notebook, but really never fleshed out. So basically for right now, I have it broken into 2 sub-categories per channel. So basically, so I'll just show you the Organized Jen channel. I have orange paper and blue paper. So the orange paper has Organized Like Jen requests, and those are things that people have either emailed me about, left comments, tweeted me, requests, and things that I've thought of that I would like to do as well. And I've kind of just broken them down in the categories per channel. So for Organized Like Jen, I have home care, holidays, parties / special events, travel, school, time management, and other would be just like things that don't fit into those categories. And I have more of this paper, so I can definitely expand on this. And I've gone ahead and filled in things that I have a sticky note program on my computer where I had all these things broken down by channel, so now it's even further organized. And then in blue paper, I've just started to plan out what I'm going to film a little bit more, just to help me keep on top of it. So for instance, for Organized Like Jen filming plans is what it says at the top. So I have a Filofax, and I wrote down the dates that I'm going to post, or posted. So I posted the first part 1, the calendar part, on the 30th of January. I'm going to post part 2 tomorrow on the 3rd, project management. And then I filmed a 20-minute pickup of my mudroom for this channel that I'm going to post on Monday, the 6th. And I just kind of went through and I kind of wrote down the basics I wanted to film. Same for my housewife life, similar concept. I broke things down differently. I have makeup and beauty, collections and hauls, confessionals and vlogs, home life, and health and fitness. And again, I planned out a bit. So I have my birthday vlog, which I am posting as we speak. And here you can see my process in the Organized Like Jen. I just started thinking about it. And then in the my housewife life category, I actually wrote the date I filmed it and the date I want to post. So I think that's what I'm going to do from now on. So I have my birthday vlog, which I'm posting today, my birthday haul, which I'm going to post on Saturday, and then my health and fitness series revisited, which I already filmed a couple videos for like a week ago. So I already filmed those, and I just picked the days I'm going to post them next week. And then same for Winnie. I don't have as many requests for Winnie, so I'm still kind of working on what direction I want to take this channel in. I'm really just aiming for 1 video a week. So I don't have any subcategories for the requests yet, but I did plan a video for next week, Winnie's winter gear, to post on the 8th. So that's basically the project element of my Filofax. I'm really, really excited about it. I'm excited to have it all in one place. It makes so much sense to have my calendar, my daily to-dos, my project management, and all my YouTube planning in one place in this beautiful, beautiful binder, planner, and it's already helped me so much just with the calendar and to-do list aspect, and I just flushed out the project side today, and already it's got my brain whirling and thinking more in terms of time and time management, and that's really what this is for. This is the ultimate time management tool for me. So, of course, I don't live or die by what I write in this book. It's just to help me organize my thoughts, because my mind tends to get a bit cluttered and overwhelmed because I have so many ideas and so many things I want to accomplish, and I have terrible sense of how much I can actually physically accomplish in the time I have. I just think I'm like Superwoman or something, and can do a lot more than I can. And I already do quite a bit in any given day. But I'm excited about this. I would love to see how you guys manage your time, if you use a planner or, you know, a digital, you know, like software program or anything like that, or just make lists or whatever. So feel free to share in the comments or leave a video response if you're feeling up to it. And I will be back, like I said, you guys already know it's coming on Monday. I'm going to be posting my 20-minute pickup of my mudroom. And then hopefully the next week, I'm aiming for 1 video a week minimum on this channel. So I need some time to finish my craft room. But I'm hoping once I'll be able to finish by the end of next week, so I can film and edit videos about my craft room for this channel as well. So that'll be, you know, I guess that'll be like Valentine's Day week. Anyway, I am going to film a quick little Valentine's Day decorations tour. I really don't have that many, but it'll just be like a little short thing that I post on Valentine's Day for you guys. And that is about it. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Take care, you guys. Bye.